Top 10 Scariest Paranormal Moments Caught on Camera. When we surf on the internet, often we see video clips about scary videos or paranormal activities. At first, you'll find it scary to click, but since you're very curious to see if it's real or fake, you'll end up watching it. There are a lot of ghost sightings, poltergeist or bad spirits being reported on the news or going viral on social media. These kinds of incidents will make you realize that we are not alone in this world. Some people have been claiming that there are parts in this world that has an open portal to the world of the dead or door to the underworld. This was based on the practices of the Egyptians wherein they built tombs to deliver the spirits to the other world. It is reported that in 2010, archaeologists discovered a 3,500-year-old portal to the underworld that is 175 centimeters false door made up of red granite and is carved with hieroglyphics and religious texts. These were mostly found in ancient tombs of Egypt and believed to be the portals of the dead. But it wasn't only the Egyptians. Mayans who predicted the famous 2012 apocalypse also found a portal to the underworld in the sacred cenotes of Yucatan in Mexico. Like the Egyptians, they believe in their god of death that allows them to pass to the afterlife. But some spirits can survive and live in different realms while disturbing the world of the living. But did you know that there are different types of ghosts and spirits? Examples of these are the interactive personality, the actomist, poltergeist, the orbs, and the funnel ghosts. Each of these varies in their ability to move things, interaction, and the way they make sounds. Of all these types, the most photographed is the funnel ghosts and the orbs because they love to visit their place, while the rest can be seen in the CCTV cameras where they like to interact with the living. The advancement of our technology, paranormal activities can be seen and recorded. Some shows up and being recorded on phones, CCTV cameras, and webcam while we are busy with different activities or when we do not expect them. If you want to see the scary footage that we have collected, stay tuned and don't switch channels. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Welcome back to the Unlimited 10s channel. In today's video, we will give you our top picks for the top 10 scariest paranormal moments caught on camera. But before we start, check under your bed and don't watch this alone because we will give you 100% goosebumps. Starting our countdown on number 10 is the moving chair at the ROMFORD Theater. Theaters are one of the favorite spots of people who enjoy music, art, and acting. Watching theater acts or operas are proven to boost a person's immunity and an increase in the level of endorphins in the body that helps improve mood. But would your tiny little endorphins be excited if the theater that you are in is haunted? We bet your hair will rise not because of the music used in the opera but with the eerie atmosphere at night. This is what happened to the ROMFORD Theater after being visited by a paranormal expert. Jai Sapple, the manager of the theater, confesses that weird things are happening inside, so they consulted a paranormal expert. But instead of making things better, you can see in the CCTV footage that the chair moved by itself in the middle of the night. It somehow shows that the spirits were disturbed and was not pleased with the visitation. Didn't you too felt weird after watching the video? Staring on number 9 is the creepy-looking creature beside the crib. They say the most challenging role is being a mom. Aside from carrying a baby inside the womb, it is also the mother who nourishes and looks after the baby until they grow up. But what if it takes a scary turn? What if the spirit of your dead child is looking after you and her siblings? This is the story of Melissa Smith, a mother of 2 in Toronto, Ontario. Having a miscarriage, Melissa lost her baby by an accident in September 2016. But things get scary when unusual things started to happen in their house after the incident, like sudden music playing, toys moving and turning on late at night. But not just that. The closets in the house started to swing like someone is playing on it, as well as the mysterious knockings on their door. Since then, she believed that it was the spirit of the baby that she lost in miscarriage. But the shocking video of the CCTV in her baby's room shocked her because it appears that her baby is being watched by her dead older sibling. How creepy! Throwing tantrums on number 8 is the poltergeist of the boarding school. It's normal for a person to get angry or throw tantrums after having a bad day. But what if it's the spirit of the dead who's having a bad day? This is what you can see in this video. After classes are dismissed, no one stays inside the classroom unless they are doing a project. But this is the time where the angry ghost roams in the hall and seems like looking for something. At first, the ghost banged the door. Next, it rocked the cabinet and smashed one of it. Then papers fell on the floor. But it seems like the ghost is not pleased, so it kicked the sign on the floor. Could it be that the ghost had a terrible boss in the past, that's why it messes up in the office? Or is it trying to communicate with the living because of its unfinished business? Passing on number 7 is the spirit in the car park. When we lose someone we love, they often tell us not to worry because they are in a safe place and away from pain. But what if they don't want to go anywhere? Like they want to stay near you even after death. This is what you can see in this video. This all started when a family lost one of their members. Grieving and longing, they found out that their loved one didn't leave their house. In fact, he was seen in the CCTV footage 4 days after his death. This could be a sign that he wasn't ready to leave them, so he managed to stay as near as he can. The family is sure that it was their family member because that was the first time an apparition showed in the CCTV. This might be scary to us, but this incident gives the bereaved family a peace of mind that someone close to them is ready to look after. Warning on number 6 is the floating orbs in the garage. Sometimes, bringing the latest technology at home can give you more stress. This is what happened to the family who began receiving alarming alerts after installing a motion and noise-sensitive CCTV camera. It all started when they receive alerts on their phone that the device is detecting sound inside the garage. To be specific, orbs are playing music. The father checked the garage and thought he forgot to turn off the stereo. But guess what? Nothing is playing when he gets inside. But when he went outside, the music turned on again. The next day, it warns again about the noises and motion is detected inside. What's chilling is that the orbs can be clearly seen floating and the other one clearly said "silence" 2 times. Hearing this will make you shiver, for you can feel the different energy from the voice of the ghost. And in the end, the CCTV went offline. What a clear example of a paranormal activity. Arriving at number 5 is the unwelcome guest in the sleeping girl's room. We always have these short notice visitors in our house. Sometimes our distant relatives, family, or friends suddenly visit you and call you for an overnight party. But what if one night a wandering spirit visit you while you are in your sleep? This is the story of a woman who was brave enough to face her unwelcome guest in her room. In the CCTV footage, you can see that the door in her room suddenly opened and there enters a tall white smoke. After a few seconds, the woman's comforter was pulled and she woke up from that. To her fright, she sat and looked for the remote control to turn on the lights. But the lights turned on and off, so she went outside to check it if the lights are properly working. At first, she tried to ignore it and went back to bed. But when she decided to sleep with the lights on, they turned on and off again. Helpless, she took her phone and called someone while looking around her. How brave is she to stay in her room? If it was any of us, for sure, we'll walk out screaming. Pulling blanket on number 4 is the White Lady. Did you know that something spooky can happen while we are in our sleep? This is the story of the young man who was visited by a ghost while he was in deep sleep on March 11, 2016. Things were quite normal in the CCTV footage, but it started to get spooky when the curtain was moved by the wind, and guess what? A lady ghost was spotted staring at him on his window. But that is not the scary part there, because the white lady passes through the wall and pulled off his blanket. For sure, this young man freaked out in the morning after reviewing the CCTV. Yikes. Attacking on number 3 are the poltergeists in the Malaysian driving school. It was 1 a.m. when a couple was spotted in the CCTV cameras of the Malaysian driving school. It was not clear if their intention was good or bad since it was only the two of them who were roaming in the open driving school. But what they didn't know is that they may have slipped in the eyes of the on-duty guards. Someone out there is watching their moves. You can see in the video that after a quiet argue, they separated ways, and there starts the fight. After the man entered the unsupervised room, the door slightly closed and the monitors turned on. To his shock, he ran outside to escape. When he got out, the sofa moved on its own, all the lights turned off. But that is not just a spine-chilling stunt from the poltergeist because, while the girl is waiting for the man to come back, she too was attacked by the poltergeist. It started when the chair on her side moved, and when he turned around nervously, no one is out there. But there is nothing scary in the next scenes because the chair in front of her moved again. This time, she wanted to escape, so she stood up, but the chairs and tables moved and blocked her out. This time, she wanted to escape, so she stood up, but the chairs and tables moved and blocked her way out. She freaked out and passed out on the floor to her fight. The poltergeist didn't stop there. Instead, it threw chairs on the other side and made the table move again. Now, this can be called a warning from the spirits that they do not allow trespassers in their property. Screaming on number 2 is the ghost in the haunted hotel. Staying in a hotel should give you peace of mind and a good sleep after a long trip. But what if while you are sleeping soundly, you can hear the loud scream of the person checked in beside your room? This is what you will see in this video. Receiving the report from the guest, the manager asked the maintenance named John to check on the room where they can hear the loud screaming. But what is more frightening is that there is no one checked in that room. John can hear the scream from outside because it's deafening. Since he was told that no one is in there, he requested police assistance. But John was brave enough to open the door and check the intruder inside. When he entered the door, a tall white smoke went outside and the lights in the hallway starts to flicker. John didn't see anyone inside, but he said that the furniture was all upside down and the carpet was ripped. And hold on, because this might shock you. He saw the shower is on. How scary! Watching the videos from number 10 to number 2, you may now be considering sleeping in your parents' bedroom. But even if you cover yourself with your blanket, our top pick for this countdown will surely get you. Moving things on number 1 is the poltergeist in the office in Manchester. It looks like something spooky is happening after all the people inside the office leaves. For them, it's time to connect with their family or sit comfortably on their couch while watching TV. But to the ghost employees, it's time to mess around. At first, you can see a normal CCTV footage of a camera that is monitoring the vicinity of the office building. However, after a few minutes, the poltergeist started to play around by pushing the chairs. Then all the monitors flickered and strange noises are being recorded. Like when the poltergeist noisily tapped the doors. They also opened the filing cabinets and tossed out files as well as dropping all loads of paper and shutting the doors. Could it be that they are looking for something? Or do they just really love to mess things around? But what's clear to us now is, whoever guard is on the night shift, he should be brave enough to check on these unruly poltergeists. For sure, if you are the guard, you'd rather be fired than to look after a spooky office building. Harmful or friendly? These ghosts and never-resting spirits definitely causes our hair to rise. No matter how advanced we can get, they will always have a part in this world. Sometimes, we can see them on the side of our eyes, feel them, or hear them. But like they say, they won't be showing around just to scare. Some of them have something or someone left to care. Maybe because they haven't said goodbye or words left unsaid to their loved ones. What do you think? Did you feel the goosebumps while watching this video? Or do you have your own experience similar to these? Do tell us in our comment section below and we will patiently read them. This has been our countdown for the top 10 scariest paranormal moments caught on camera. Join us again next time for a more exciting and informative video. Ciao!